Afternoon, everybody. I'm Sean Dwyer from BDP. I'm a BIM manager. I'm going to talk about the application of Level 2 on the proposed New Children's Hospital in Dublin. Just a little bit about BDP. We've got 7 offices across the UK and Ireland, and we employ over 1,000 professional people. We've also got offices across Asia and the Middle East and across Europe. Our Dublin studio is located in Blackhall Place, just down beside Smithfield. We're a full multidisciplinary office, and we've been in Dublin for just 25 years now. BDP's BIM journey, we've been modelling for a long time now, but it's kind of 2010, 2011 when we really started getting involved in BIM. 2011 then the UK mandate was announced. Between 2011 and 2015, BDP was involved in the authoring of many of the documents that form part of Level 2 BIM today. Just earlier in the year we received BIM Level 2 certification. We're the first company in Ireland to receive that. Kind of gives a good justification for our investment in BIM to date, a validation of our internal processes and documentation, and the Dublin office is now leading the way throughout BDP. So the collaborative team then on the New Children's Hospital, some of the key players here. The BIM team would be Arup, Building Services, O'Connor Sutton Cronin doing the structural and civil, and then we have Bruce Shaw, who are quantity surveyors, and then BDP is lead consultant, and O'Connell Mahan Architects. We've teamed up with those to do the architecture in this project. So this is the site plan of the site. It's the proposed site, St James' Hospital in Dublin, and this is the proposed development. The design team was commissioned just over a year ago, and we've already submitted a planning application, and there'll be a decision due in February, and we're continuing on then with design development. To give you an idea of size, it's 125,000 square metres of a hospital, 6,500 rooms. It's 10 stories, 7 stories above ground and 3 lower ground. The first kind of four floors are the clinical departments. Then there's a floating garden at level 4, and then there's 3 levels of wards above that. To give you an idea of size, the landscape on level 4 alone is bigger than the pitch in Crow Park. It's quite large. There we go. Let's try and make this work. I'm just going to show a quick video just to give you an overview of the project. It's not too long. Landmarks around the area. It's a proposed development. And then some visualization then from ground level. This is an approach from Rialto, the existing Rialto Bridge. From the Rialto Lewis station. And just to the left there, that's the Parents Accommodation Building, which is also part of the planning application. This is down near South Circular Road, and the main entrance to the hospital. Some interior shots. Atrium with a glazed biome at level 4. And some interior windows. And the bedrooms. This is level 4. I mentioned the floating garden at level 4. You can see the biome in the distance. So that's it. So this is mentioned a few times today, the common data environment, the CDE. This is where we store all our models and all our documents. We're using 4 projects on this project. We upload our Revit files and PDFs, and we also upload our IFC files. So all the models are available from anybody in the design team. They can jump on there on any device. It's cloud-based, and they can access the models, and they can federate the models, mark them up, interrogate, anything like that. Software platforms we're using, Revit is the main ordering tool. DWG is kind of very rarely, but on request. DWFX is to coordinate with our quantity surveyor. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. PDS for our drawings. Navisworks then for our coordination. And IFC, as I mentioned, for uploading into the cloud. I just want to mention that on a project this size, it's not just one big huge model. It's lots of little models, because models need to be accessible for the users on today's PCs. So you're going to end up with a lot of models. The previous project, hospital project I worked on, and we ended up with 240 Revit models, and this is going to be no different, I think. This is some of the models that we have at the moment. This is the existing site model, substructure, structure, internal partition models. All of these are a collection of models put together. Primary plant routes, external envelope, and landscape. So just to give you an idea of a typical level on a healthcare project these days, I think coordination is a huge task. As you can see, each hospital that's built more and more services seem to be packed into it. So this is a kind of a job in itself. We use clash detection, which we discussed today, with various levels of clashes, with structure, architecture, and services on services. We use kind of analysis graphs like this, just to give you a kind of a snapshot of how the project is going. So you feed the numbers into a graph like this, and immediately you can see how the consultants are going. Each discipline has a colour there, and you can see how they're getting on. Obviously, the idea is that the numbers come down as the project progresses. If the numbers go up, you have an issue. If they're flat lines, something else is happening. But it's a good way of giving a kind of quick overview of it. Levels of development. These are some of the levels that we'll be using on the project, kind of level 100 to level 500. I suppose I just want to mention that it's not about visualization so much anymore. Level 2 is about pushing as much data as you can into the elements at various stages in the project. We're using Codebook on the project. Codebook is a great way of getting that data in and out of the models. If you think about 6,500 rooms, that's roughly 500,000 FF&E elements need to be pushed in and out of all the Revit models. And all those elements need to be coded, they need to be coordinated, they need to be specified. So Codebook's a great way of managing this. We also use Codebook for room data sheets, also cloud-based, online, available, they're live, so available for anyone design team to view. C-sheets also an advantage of using Codebook, so straight out of Codebook we can push out plan section, plan elevations, RCP, and an FF&E schedule. Everything's already coded up. There's no work in that. It's a straight push out of Revit. So because we have all the rooms packed full of FF&E elements, renders like this are easily accessible. Some of the clinical rooms, and bedrooms. We're also using MBS Create. It's a good way, it's an add-on for Revit. It's a good way of linking your models to the specification. So by adding codes to your elements, you can link across to develop the relevant clause in the specification. So the guys in the office have started playing around with Dynamo. It's getting pretty popular. Dynamo, in this case, we've used it to analyze the roof panels by area on the glazed biome, and analysing the roof panels by slope angle. Costex has been used by Bruce Shaw, so by importing our models, we issue our models as DWFXs, so by importing our models into Costex, they can extract the quantities and data that we put into the models and use this for cost. BDP has been working with a lot of manufacturers over the years, and the idea is to get the models from the PC to the manufacturer and onto site. Here we've used BIM for precast panels, and there they are on site. This is Alder Hay Hospital in Liverpool, which has just been completed, another level 2 BIM project. Google Cardboard. This has been out for some time now, but BDP, we've really just starting to use it now. I'm going to do it actually, I'm going to try and do a little bit of a demo, a live demo. Probably shouldn't do it, but I'm going to just try and do it and show you how we're kind of using this today. Just bear with me for a minute. So, it's the Google Cardboard. This is a 1:50 drawing. So I'm going to connect my phone to the laptop so you can see what I'm doing. I couldn't do this earlier in case someone rang me. Okay. Okay. Now, this is my phone. Just going to turn it around. Okay. Put it on. Okay. This is my 1:50 drawing here. In the corner, there's the QR code. This is a theatre. And this is a QR code here. Hopefully you can see it in the light. My hand stopped shaking. There we go. So now I'm immediately inside in the theatre. And put it in here. Just going to do single. So you put your camera or your phone into this. These are pretty cheap, by the way. Oh, sorry. And then you can take blind around the room. You still see that? Okay. Good. So you get the idea. Pretty powerful stuff. Very, very easy workflow. All you need is one 3D view in Revit. Push the Revit view out to the cloud to render, and then in the cloud you can create a panoramic 3D view, and then you just you can send someone the link by email, or you can put a QR code on something like that, and then you're there. Really, really easy workflow, but pretty powerful. Anyway, let it work. Okay. So if anyone wants to see any more of some of the virtual reality that we're doing at BDP, we've created our own website, BDP VR, and it's available for anybody who wants to go up and have a look and see what we're doing. Lessons learned. We're lucky at BDP. We've done a lot of large level 2 projects now, and we're going to use the lessons that we've learned on our other BDP level 2 projects. We're going to use them on the new Children's Hospital. This picture was taken on the day that we submitted our planning application to An Bord Pleanála. I just wanted to show it and say that everybody on the team they're all hoping that everything goes to plan in the new year. Thank you.